Morning, how are you? I'm going to get started. So Joel, I just wanted to kick into survival stuff for you initially, because I know with everything speeding up on the planet at the moment, it just must all be hurting your heart that you can't help the people that you love, and just creating that real frustration, knowing what's going on, knowing, having been researching this for so long. So I just wanted to start to calm down your survival patterns, so that inner peace. So the two crystals that showed up for you were rose quartz on your heart chakra to help you both feel the love and to expand the love outward, and also the zeolite crystal on your feet to help to draw the emotional and neurological toxins from feeling so stressed and draw them down to the feet and out into the earth. And I know because you're living on acreage, you'll be able to then get that out into Mother Earth so that she can cleanse that for you. So that's where I'm starting with you, Joel. So, okay, so in relation to Joel's energy, working on 100% Joel's energy, any traumas, survival patterns that are holding him back in this life, in the now plane. Okay. Give me a yes, give me a no. Are we in Joel's energy? Yes. What percentage of Joel's energy are we in? To 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 70 to 80 to 90 to 100. Beautiful. Okay. So, okay, I'm 100% Joel. I choose to be in the here and now. I choose to live life to the fullest. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so let's have a look. Adrenals. Survival, deep survival, hidden deep survival. Right. So the two things showing up are deep survival and hidden deep survival. Yeah, and that's creating some inflammation within the immune system. So the lymphatic system, of course, takes a lot of neurotransmitters around the body. When we are stressed, our adrenals, because it makes over 60 hormones, the adrenals are really involved in both stress and pain. So anything else I need to do before I kick into the deep survival, hidden deep survival? No, okay. So where are they? EMC, MMC, PVSS. So they're in the periventricular survival system. That's where we need to start. So that's the sensory. So it's everything you're seeing, everything you're hearing, the negativity or the charge of all of that information that you're still gathering is building up in your cells. So we need to help the cells to release anything that isn't adding to your cellular energy, to your love, to your joy. Okay, so let's have a look. It's also your sixth sense. So, okay, and in relation to the sixth sense. So that's the stuff you just intuitively know, because you've been researching all of this for so long. You must see some things and just know 12 steps ahead that is connected to something back here. Okay. Anterior cingulate gyrus is showing up. That's the one. That is to do with picking on yourself for an inability to be perfect under stress. So when we are full of knowing and we want to share our knowing with other people, it's really frustrating when they don't hear, when they're not listening, or we don't perceive them to be listening, or if they have a different opinion and we are unable to hear their different opinion because we simply know what we know. But of course what that does is reduces our empathy, reduces our sympathy, and it doesn't allow us to communicate with them as human beings. Or any other beings, whatever celestial being they may be. And that was wanting to run away. So when you've got that knowing and you're in the middle of a conversation, once you are not being heard, or once you are not feeling seen in that conversation, your brain just wants to run away. You're out of there in that why bother. But of course, once again, that takes away our empathy and sympathy and ability to connect on that human level. And don't forget, you know stuff, you know, like a lot of people on the planet might be here. You've been working on this so long that you know many of those components. So you're up here. You need to get someone from here to here, and then from here to here, and then from here to here. Baby steps. And I know the timeline is compressing, so it feels like we've got to get more information out, but that can be even more overwhelming for people. Okay, so the next little area showing up is the orbitofrontal cortex. Okay, so this one's linked in with a pain and punishment circuit in the amygdala. This one's about conflict. And, you know, once again, I know you've been looking at timelines, especially the last 18 months, but for a lot longer before that. So this is about conflict. Do I, don't I? Truth versus lies, you know, looking at the whole big picture and being, you know, having that challenge. Do I keep my mouth shut? Do I say something? So it's about conflict. And of course, the big plan feels that it is to create conflict, to create divisiveness, so that we feel divided, so that we feel alone, so that we feel unable to connect to many, many other people. Okay, next one is the subclavicular gyrus. This one's to do with internal rage and anger. Yeah, it is just the rage and anger points in the amygdala. Okay. Internalized, externalized, and it is, it's bubbling. So, and I know you've been feeling a lot calmer since you've been out on the farm, but it's bubbling. Let's go have a look. See if there's more to that for us. Yeah, right, there's actual disgust with what is going on, which is messing with your enjoyment. And there is that underlying sadness because of the betrayal. But then within anger, sorry, I can't quite see, within the anger, yeah, there's outrage, annoyance, animosity, exasperation. Yeah, so it's like the anger's gone to this whole other level because you know what you know, and it is just not, you know, how many people are awake? Are we going to be able to stop this? That exasperation is going on. And those three areas, the anterior cingulate gyrus, orbitofrontal cortex, and subclavicular gyrus, are three areas in the brain that can be linked in with old genetic pathways as well. Actually, let me have a look at that, because we need to be able to access our information at this time on the planet from our generations past through our genes, because that's what our genes are for. That's what our genetic memory is for, to allow us to cope under stress. And this is the most trauma people in our age group have ever been in. So we've never been through wars, we've never personally, you know, so basically this is the biggest thing that's ever happened in our lifetimes. And You can feel, you know, everything just falling in on us. So I'm going to see where in that genetic lineage. Okay, so give me a yes, give me a no. Right, so we're looking at the mother's side, father's side, father's side. Okay, so father's mother's side, father's father's side, father's father's. Okay, so your father's mother's side, your father's father's side. Okay, so your father's mother's side, your father's father's side. Okay, so it's that very masculine side, which is all about protection. That's all about taking care of loved ones. That's all about keeping the people that you love safe. And we're being emasculated. You know, we're not allowed to look after people we love. People are being separated. People are being torn away from families. People are being held prisoner in their own homes all over the place. So in that 4 generations within the men in your family, there will have been some times when the men have not been, I'm suspecting, that the men have not been able to take care of those people that they love, and that energy then is coming through to you, and you're like at this, and you want to take care of your son, obviously. So here we are in a world where everything's imploding, and that genetic memory, let me see if we need a flower essence to sort of calm this down, because that feels quite, is it even further back than that? So once again, so is it going down to your son? Yes, it is. So your son and you and your dad and your dad's dad and your dad's dad's dad and your dad's 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 dad and your dad's dad's mother, your dad's dad. No, it's even back further than that. So, you know, that's a good 100+ years of genetic memory that we need to allow in to allow us to cope and survive. Because you wouldn't be here, your son wouldn't be here if your family weren't survivors. So, do we need a bark? Do we need a bush? Do we need a homeopathic as well? No. Okay, so box 1, box 2, box 2, box 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there another one we need? So bark, bush, box 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Right, is there another one? Bark, bush. No, so there's 2 flower essences. Okay, so the first one is Dog Rose of the Wild Forces. It's an Australian bush flower essence, and it's about when you're hanging on by your fingernails. There's just so much information. You're trying to keep up. No, you're not trying to keep up. You know, and you're just watching everything fall. You know, the plans fall into place around the world, and really on top of that, but it's your nervous system is holding on by its fingernails. Okay. So how many drops does Joel need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's massive. 0 to 7 is within our lifetime. Once we're getting to 15, that is definitely going back generational. Okay. Good morning, Brandy. Okay. And the second flower essence showing up is mint bush. Now, mint bush is for spiritual confusion. So, once again, you know this battle of good versus evil that's going on. You know this plan that's been playing out for eons. So, the spiritual confusion in there, like you know in your heart that the good is going to win, that good will overcome, that good will be the savior of the day, that we're going to be okay. We just have to buckle down, wait it out. It's all going to happen. But mint bush, so there is confusion in there. Once again, is there generational stuff within this? Yeah. Okay. So for you on your mum's side, on your dad's side, on your mum's side, on your mum's side, on your mum's dad's side. Okay, so your mum's dad's. So we're in a different lineage now. So your mum's dad's mums. Okay, so now we've gone your mum's dad's mum. All right, and then mum's dad's mum's mum. Right, so mum's dad's mum's mums. So that's more on in your mother's history. So this is a real spiritual challenge at the moment. So once again, how many drops? 12. So these are huge amounts of drops, and I thank you for my morning brandy. Okay, do I need these flower essences on the body? I do. Do I need them on a particular chakra? Throat. Okay, so I'm going to put the flower essence on your throat chakra. So that's your spiritual awakening, and hanging on by your fingernails because you're trying to speak and people aren't hearing you. But you need to be okay with that. And I know that's hard. People are choosing their own journey, and that's okay. It's going to be hard. And it's going to be awful watching people we love make interesting decisions based on fear and anger and frustration. So, okay. Okay, reticular activating system. Okay, so that's low serotonin levels. So the sort of, like if you're feeling just not happy, the sort of things that can help with that are nutrients like 5-HTP and 5-HTP combinations. St. John's wort helps to recycle your serotonin in your brain. Herbs like, you know, in the adrenotone combination have the, the ginseng, so Siberian ginseng and Korean ginseng, and withania and rhodiola is a nerve tonic, and tyrosine that supports the thyroid. So it might be that your nervous system is getting exhausted. You've been running on second stage stress, go for so long, like it's not showing up, your adrenals exhausted, but you're living in second stage stress. So you're living in this adrenalized, heightened, high energy state where you get addicted to that knowledge and information because it's what you've been doing for so long, and I totally get it. But it's exhausting on our nervous system. So just a thought. But so things like adrenotone can just keep nourishing our nervous system when we know we've got heightened stress long term. Things like the St. John's wort 5-HTP combinations, they can help to pick up our serotonin, our feel-good hormones. If we're feeling anxious a lot of the time, it's the GABA nutrient combinations that can help with that, to calm the glutamate in the brain, which is the excitatory part of the brain that just makes us feel fragmented and energetically go all the time. Yeah, so it was low serotonin, creating vigilance in the nervous system. Okay, so I think we've calmed down those survival and deep survival, so let me just check. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, and the next bit I'm going to go into is rewiring left and right sides of the brain. So I'll do that in part 2, okay? I know my phone's going to die at some stage, so I need to keep charging it.